Previously on Lou Tunes.
We have deemed Gretel's work with you complete, and thusly, she has been terminated.
You know, shouldn't you be, reviewing something?
Not now, Skellingbones.
You know, if I'm going to be your arch nemesis, you're going to have to, do stuff.
Okay, first of all, you're not my arch nemesis. You're just some weird guy who keeps popping up in my videos. Second of all, well, I just don't feel like making top 10s or reviews without Gretel.
But what if I told you I could bring her back, and all you had to do was review Aladdin?
You're kidding, right? I love Aladdin. Tons of awesome songs and a home run performance by Robin Williams. I would be more than happy to review this.
Look again.
Jeez! No, Skellingbones. I have seen these terrible Disney knockoffs, and they are unwatchable. I won't review it.
Unfortunately, I don't make the rules for the underworld. So, if you want to bring it back, you've got to review the movie. And who knows? It could be a diamond in the rough. A diamond in the rough.
That's the wrong Aladdin! Well, this one's for you, Gretel. So in we go, and don't worry guys, this isn't just the Gold series, it's the Platinum series. Okay, well, let's rewind everything a bit. Goodtimes Home Video. A name that ensures you're in for a good time. Now, who the heck are these guys? Well, they were a studio which made animated films based on public domain properties, just like Disney had with many of their huge hit films. But Goodtimes also made workout tapes, so that's a whole thing. But guess what? Goodtimes Aladdin film came out even before the Disney version, so perhaps Disney's version is the ripoff. No, I'm afraid the folks at Goodtimes may have had a bit of an agenda with their films, and this one is no exception. The truth is, Disney even tried to sue these guys because their VHS cover was so similar. No doubt Goodtimes' effort to confuse folks into buying the wrong film. A tactic recently brought back to popularity by The Asylum, a smaller film company known for such popular knockoff gems as Transmorphers, The Da Vinci Treasure, and Snakes on a Train. Almost fooled you there, casual movie renter. Now, the general consensus is that this Goodtimes team would get word of Disney making these films, gather as much info as they could about the direction they were headed, and chug out an inferior knockoff even before Disney could release theirs. Disney being, legitimate and all, well, they've got contracts and red tape to work around. Meanwhile, Goodtimes is slinging out their turd straight to VHS and into the world for people like me to enjoy.
I'll tell you the story of a Persian boy who had a great adventure and became a wealthy man. He fell in love with a beautiful princess. This is how the story of Aladdin all began. As fate would have it, he found a lamp that had a mighty genie living deep inside.
Okay, out of the gate, I will give them some credit for having some original songs. It's not spectacular, but it's actually kind of catchy.
Rub the lamp and see. Rub the lamp, Aladdin.
So in this version of Aladdin, we meet a poor kid on the streets wearing elf shoes, offering himself up as a servant to make some money.
Yes, well, perhaps for the price of 2 eggs, I could...
And, no, nothing's wrong with your internet. The video isn't skipping frames. The lip-syncing in this movie is just, how do I put it? Beyond awful. Most of it barely lines up, and, well, we've kind of just gotta accept that.
Well, perhaps for the price of 2 eggs, 2 eggs, 2 eggs...
So, it looks like Aladdin is, not doing too hot. But next, we get to meet Hasim, the sort of Jafar analog, if you will, and we join his story as he talks to Fatima, the medicine woman.
Ask anyone in this great city about Fatima, and they will tell you of my powers. I care not about your powers, old woman. I seek only information.
So as they meet, we find out he's looking for a boy, whom we'll later find out is needed to help him open a treasure-filled cave. And man, don't you just love this slow zoom in with zero expression change?
The name of the child you seek is Aladdin. And now I should tell you where he lives.
It's truly incredible. So fast forward a bit and we see Aladdin walking down the streets, being confronted by some textbook bullies who want to take his cabbages.
Give me that cabbage!
Cue the clip.
Ah, my cabbages!
Yeah, so these guys want to take his cabbages, but Aladdin's not having it, and he actually fends them off to the point where he sends them running.
See if your mother can make a feast out of that!
Wait, what? I guess they just didn't feel like finishing the animation there? I mean, look at this. Running away, gone. Not even gonna finish the animation out of that tunnel. He just zaps away into nothingness. So next we get Hasim posing as his uncle, trying to talk him into helping him with the treasure.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here, Uncle.
Not nearly so happy as I, my boy. Not nearly so happy as I.
But wait, am I the only one hearing this in the background? That's not original music. That's that one tango song that's always heard in random commercials and tango scenes in movies. Oh no, please tell me this isn't gonna have a full public domain score. So, blah blah blah, Hasim talks Aladdin's mom into letting him take Aladdin out into the desert in search of the treasure cave. Alone. With a strange old man that she's never met.
But this looks like an ordinary place to me, Uncle.
Ordinary? Ordinary?
Sure, this guy's not evil. So some crazy magic and earthquakes later, and the entrance has been revealed, though it is blocked.
Something tells me this was not a game played by my father, and that my uncle, is not my uncle at all.
Nah, nothing gets past you, does it? By now, Aladdin's figured out the truth, but it's too late, and Hasim threatens him to help him lift the block all the same.
Put your back into it, boy, or I'll flail the hide from you.
What? Did he just say he would flail the hide from him? What kind of a gruesome, torturous idea is that to put into an animated kids movie? What is this thing rated again? Oh, it, just kinda isn't. So they get the entrance open, and Aladdin is forced to go in. Similar rules to the Disney film, don't touch anything but the lamp. So he passes by some treacherous things like spikes, snakes, chattering skeletons, and a garden? Wait, what? Is this outdoors? Shouldn't there be an easier way to get to this if this is actually outside?
You know, it's probably better you don't ask questions like that. It's magic or something. Just go with it. Ooh.
Okay, so anyways, finally Aladdin finds the lamp. Wait, is this another piece of overtly recognizable public domain music? Oh, sure is, gang. Hate to break it to you, but that first song from the intro is basically the only piece of original music in this film. So just as we've come to know from the Disney film, Aladdin can't help himself and starts stealing random jewels from the cave. But I don't think it was quite in the budget to have the cave, begin to collapse or start attacking him in some way. So instead we've got this.
Bring that lamp up or I'll come down there and cut you to pieces!
I don't think you will. If you could have come down here, you wouldn't have needed to send me down in the first place. I think I'll just wait until you're gone, and then I'll come up.
And he proceeds to lock him in. So I guess that whole touch only the lamp thing? Not really a thing. So with Aladdin locked in the cave, an accidental nudge introduces us to the Genie.
Why doesn't he like me? Oh, maybe it's my breath.
I'd love to tell you guys that this was a rivaling performance to that of Robin Williams, but I really don't know what to say about this Genie. I mean, the truth is that he actually isn't in the movie a lot. I know that sounds bizarre, but he spends most of it in the lamp. And before you even wonder, no, he doesn't have a musical act in store for us. Just this one crying bit, which is hilarious. Now, once Aladdin meets the Genie, I notice there's a key difference from the Disney film and this one. In this version, the Genie has unlimited wish-granting powers, whereas the Genie from the Disney films, of course, just gives you 3 wishes with a whole bunch of rules. So when it comes to this Genie, who knows what we're in for? The possibilities are limitless. Oh boy. Skelling bones, I don't think I can do this. It's just all so terrible.
Don't worry about it, you're almost to the end.
What? There's still 40 minutes left?
Well, yes, but it mostly spirals out of control from here.
He's not kidding. Now that Aladdin's secretly rich and has a genie with unlimited wishes and unrestricted wishing abilities, he proceeds to not wish for anything further or do anything with the riches. Instead, he hatches a bizarre break-in plan to spy on the princess who he's literally never seen. It's bizarre. Hey Aladdin, you could just wish to see what she looks like, you dumb idiot. But he wants to break into some place and see it for himself, I suppose. And the icing on the cake, he's going to go spy on her at a bathhouse. Don't worry, it doesn't get as creepy as it sounds, but it does get as creepy as this weird bathhouse owner.
Oh, of course. Oh, glorious one. She comes for bubbles, not babble.
So Aladdin breaks into the bathhouse using his trusty board and rope, and he gazes upon the princess and falls in love. But look out, Aladdin! You've been spotted!
Guards! Guards! Take him prisoner!
Oh no, please don't make them sword fight. It's beautiful. So Aladdin gets home safe and sound, summons the genie, and wishes for himself to become a prince so he can court the princess. I just love how he hatched that whole break-in plan just to see for himself that the princess wasn't some cracked-out wench before he did all of this. Aladdin, you vain asshole. But the plan works and the princess falls in love with him. And that concludes the story, complete with ending narration.
They grew more in love with each passing year. It was said that Aladdin was the kindest man any servant could ask for.
Still 20 minutes left.
20 minutes still? The story's been told. What could possibly be next? Well, looks like old Hasim hasn't quite given up just yet. And he's out to hatch an evil plan. Hey, by the way, since we saw that there were no repercussions for touching anything other than the lamp, why doesn't Hasim just go back out to the desert and get a whole bunch of those jewels? I mean, sure, it's no genie, but all the treasure you can carry ain't a bad consolation prize. But nah, he just wants to go back to his crummy life as a mustache-twirling a-hole. Ah boy, so Hasim decides to disguise himself as a lamp salesman and offer a new and expensive lamp in exchange for the princess's old lamp, which is actually the magic lamp. Don't tell anyone. And Aladdin being out of town on a hunting trip, well, this technique actually works. So Hasim gets the lamp. He summons the genie, who reluctantly helps him steal the palace with the princess inside and move it all to his homeland in Africa. And back home we find Aladdin, who's tied up and held responsible for the missing princess, awaiting his execution. But the medicine woman brings intel of the princess's location, and Aladdin is permitted to go on one last journey to rescue her. But if he fails, he'll have to return to the Sultan for his execution. But what guarantee do we have that he'll even come back after he leaves?
The best guarantee any man could give. My mother remains here in this city to ensure my return.
The old "you can murder my mother if I don't return" bargaining chip. Classic Aladdin. So Aladdin sails to his stolen palace, sneaks in, finds the princess, and even takes the lamp back, all without waking Hassim. And as he wishes them and their palace back to their original home, the story wraps up.
No. You can't tell me there's more. Is there? God?
There is. And by this time, Hassim has gone full Looney Tunes. Now he's disguising himself as the medicine woman. And guess how he comes by her robes and veil?
What is it you want, then?
Your robes and veil, that I might disguise myself and pretend to be you.
No! No, Hassim!
Well, let's all try to forget that and, move on.
No, Hassim!
So Hassim has infiltrated the palace and is attempting some terribly convoluted plot involving asking the happy couple for the egg of a rock. And for some reason, this is a wish that the genie can't grant.
All things have an ultimate master, even a genie. And the rock is mine. To steal its egg would mean certain death for us all.
Us all? What is happening with this? Why do we all die? Look, the time for asking questions has passed. We just have to accept it and move on at this point. So, this lofty request ends up tipping off Aladdin, and he confronts the disguised Hassim for one final duel. And just as before, the sword fighting is intense.
The boy has grown into a man, the man who shall end your days.
Now, we all know Aladdin is gonna come out on top here, but just the way it all ends, well, I'll let you see it for yourself. He trips on his robe and impales himself on his own sword. Come on! This is not the way to end your final battle of the movie. Oh boy. Well, now it is actually over. Just like it should have been 30 minutes ago. And look at that. The creepy bathhouse owner was the narrator all along. And play us out with that same intro song that we started with. That'll be a strong finish.
The lamp was stolen by the evil Hassim, leading young Aladdin to the battle of his life. He fought with courage like a noble tiger, winning back the lamp for Aladdin and his wife.
Okay, Skellingbones. I held up my end of the bargain. I reviewed the movie. It's over. I did it.
Nice work. The truth is, I could have brought Gretel back any time using my skeletal Shinigami powers, but I just wanted you to watch this terrible movie.
What?
Whoa, relax. I'm still bringing her back.
Chad, can you hear me? I think I'm back.
Gretel! Oh, it is so good to hear your voice. Since you were gone, it made me realize that I don't want to do these countdowns and reviews without you. It's great to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Another thing, in your absence, it kind of got me thinking.
What's that music playing?
It takes one to begin, but then once you've begun,
What are you doing?
it takes two of you. It's no fun, but what needs to be done you can do when there's two of you.
Gretel, come on, sing with me.
I don't know how to sing.
Oh, come on, that is not true, Gretel. I'm sure you were a great singer. Just to give it a try. Come on, here we go.
And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods.
Just the two of us, beyond lies.
Safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just the few of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none, we've got 3. We need 1. It takes two.
Stay away from me. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks again so much for watching. If you want to keep up with me, be sure to follow me on Twitter @LuToons. I post very frequently on there, updates on the channel, and just general goings on. I'd really appreciate it if you check me out over there. And yeah, that's about all I got. I'll see you soon.